I'm Richard Clarke. Ramana Maharshi's teachings are deep and profound. Listen each day to deepen your practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 500, Part 2. Questioner: if no effort is needed, can the perpetuated state of emptiness of mind be called the state of realization? Maharshi: effort is needed so long as there is mind. The state of emptiness has been the bone of contention in all philosophies. In this dialogue, the questioner asks whether a state of mental emptiness, one that requires no effort to maintain, can be considered a state of realization. Sri Ramana Maharshi's response goes directly to the heart of his teaching. He explains that effort is necessary so long as the mind exists. The nature of the mind is to keep generating thoughts, desires, and concerns, which naturally require effort to manage or quiet. But when the mind is transcended and the self is realized, effort becomes unnecessary. The questioner seems to be asking whether simply quieting the mind, reaching a state of mental silence or emptiness, is the same as enlightenment or realization. Ramana clarifies that while a quiet mind is important, emptiness alone does not constitute the full state of realization. The core issue here is that so long as there is a mind that operates as a separate entity from the self, effort is still required to return to that state of quiet. This points to the distinction between mind control and self-realization. Ramana mentions that the concept of emptiness has been a bone of contention in all philosophies. This highlights the fact that various schools of thought have debated whether attaining a state of mental emptiness is the goal of spiritual practice. Ramana suggests that mere emptiness is not the end. True realization comes when there is no longer any identification with the mind at all. It is all in what identity you hold yourself to be. This is the power of self-inquiry, to challenge and uproot these wrong ideas about your identity, about who you actually are. Instead of focusing on keeping the mind empty, self-realization is about seeing through the illusion that you are the mind. Once that illusion is gone, there's no need for any effort because you naturally abide in the self, the pure awareness beyond the mind. Suffering and effort only arise when you identify with the mind and its fluctuations. When this identification drops away, what remains is the self, the source of true peace and happiness. Therefore, while emptiness of the mind may be a helpful state and a peaceful state, it is not the final state of realization. Ramana Maharshi says that realization is the recognition that you are the self, free from the limitations and disturbances of the mind altogether. So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 Verses on Reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.